Hello, Gold Digger, and welcome back to another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. For this episode, we are going to dive into how to shift from being a network marketer to a brand influencer. And this can be applied to anything that you do. So if you do affiliate marketing, you have membership programs, you do coaching, these principles do apply, because a lot of times people try to come on as a glorified sales rep, and it really fatigues your audience. It doesn't create that curiosity, and it definitely doesn't attract the leads into your inbox that you need to be able to turn those cold leads into hot prospects. So we're going to dive into that today inside this episode. All right, Gold Diggers, for this episode of #GetLit, we are going to talk about how to shift from a network marketer to a brand influencer. I am going to give you practical steps that you can implement starting today, but we're also going to talk about that mindset shift that you're going to need to make to be able to show up differently on social media, to have that strong presence, that posture, to be able to take the followers and the audience that you're building and convert them from cold leads into hot prospects. That is your job every single day. Your job is to connect with new people and expose new people to what you do and follow up. Those are really the 3 steps, the non-negotiables that I personally do in my business every day, and I teach my students as well. So I'm going to share a little bit of that with you as well. So if you're in network marketing, online marketing, coaching, like I said, it doesn't matter what arena you're in. These principles absolutely apply. So the first piece is the mindset shift. So instead of thinking of yourself as a sales rep for a company, so a lot of you listening, I know, are network marketers or are familiar with the model. And when you're a network marketer, you're so excited, you're in love with the products, you want everybody to know about your opportunity, you want to shout it from the rooftops. And often, a lot of times people blast their pages with it. Even when I have students in my programs, when they first are getting into it, until I can repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, I'll go on their pages to do audits, and I'm just like, oh, why? They're still spamming their pages sometimes, and I have to help them with that. So if you are, take heart, because you're not alone, but it's time to change that. We need to elevate the industry. We also want to make sure that when people come to our pages, they start to enjoy the content that we're sharing, and they don't feel like we're just selling on our pages. You're really not even supposed to be selling on your page unless you're using ads anyway. So it's best to be able to build organically in that regard. So when it comes to shifting from network marketer to brand influencer, this is what I want you to think about. If you are a health and wellness influencer or a beauty influencer, how do you step into that space if you're in that field? So if you're in network marketing and you sell skincare, you will probably think of yourself as a skincare sales rep, right? You're like, oh yeah, what's your problem? Acne, wrinkles, I got you covered. Well, when you're always talking about the skin and you're always talking about skincare, it's pretty narrow, and it makes people think, it's good to have a specialty, obviously, but as far as being able to offer well-rounded content, you need to back out of that a little bit. And so instead of saying you're the skincare girl or the CBD girl or the oil girl, oil dealer, shampoo dealer, you need to back out of it a little bit and say, okay, what's a broader category of that? What's like a broader space that I could be in? Obviously, skincare, hair care, makeup, all of that is beauty. If you are in health and wellness, so you're in supplements, weight loss, whatever, that's health and wellness. If you're in active wear, you could do health and wellness or lifestyle. If you're in travel, you have service based, you can do lifestyle. So when you back it out, what happens is you start to share stuff that you love that goes in that niche. So let's say you were in shampoo, say you sold shampoo, and you were now positioning yourself in your mind as a beauty influencer. What you would be doing is you would be sharing other beauty related content, not just your shampoo. So if you're in beauty, maybe there's some jewelry you love, maybe there's some lip gloss you're loving, some natural deodorant, right? So there's different things that you could be sharing in the beauty space. So like an influencer, if you think of like Kim Kardashian or what's the youngest one? Is that Kylie? I don't know all their names. I must be too old for that, but you know what I'm talking about. Put it in the comments, help a sister out. The youngest one, she's so good at this. I think it's, oh my Lord, I can't think of their names right now, but the young one, she's so good at this. I mean, they all are, but if you go on her Instagram, I mean, the girl could tell you that, eating dirt is like the new best thing, and everybody would be eating dirt. So she's always telling you the things she loves, and she's an influencer. She's influencing you to make a decision. But the way she does that so well is she's sharing different things. Sometimes it's her makeup line, and sometimes it's just an awesome product she found. You don't know the difference because she's so good at sharing all the things in her world. Does that make sense? So you want to start to think, okay, all my job is to share things I'm loving, share things going on in my life, and bring my audience along for the ride. Ask them questions, engage them, just like you've learned in my other content. Okay, so I have a couple of tips. First tip is to share you. Build up your know, like, and trust factor. If you're hiding behind company posts, product posts, all the facts about the triple filtered washed acai berries from Brazil, I mean, all that stuff has got to go, okay? We want people to get to know you. People buy from a person, not a company, okay? Be interesting, okay? Connect with people, inspire them, educate them, entertain them. That's why they come to social media, is to escape their normal lives, right? Like a lot of us right now, at the time of this recording, we're in quarantine. We are home with children, a lot of us. Okay, I gotta tell you, I'm not one to scroll on my phone, but if I get onto TikTok for a second, I'm on there for more than 1 minute because it's like a little like, oh my gosh, this is so funny. It's a little release, right? So people come to social media for a purpose. There's a reason. There's something that they want to have fulfilled, and you get to be the person to fulfill that, okay? Other tips are to go live. The very best way that you can build up the know, like, and trust factor in that influence is to go live or do videos like this. We're also do a recording for a podcast. Have a podcast, do YouTube videos, go on Facebook and go live. I do Instagram lives, IGTV. The reason why this is so powerful is there's nothing that can replace video unless you're in person doing events. Video is the most powerful weapon on social media because when I'm talking to you, you feel like I'm here hanging out with you. You're feeling like we're over a cup of coffee or tea. We're talking about business, some business besties hanging out, right? Some of you, when I met you for the first time, because I've met a lot of you in person, we hugged because we felt like we knew each other already because we were on social media. That's the power of building up your know, like, and trust factor with your audience, with video. Plus, you also have the credibility piece because just by going live, it's like the news. People feel like it's real and it's authentic and genuine and credible because you're on TV, you're on camera. There's just something about it psychologically. Other thing you want to do is you want to rock your stories. Influencers rock their stories. They rock their Instagram. They either are really good at Facebook Lives or great at stories. They crush a Facebook group. TikTok would work. You've got to find a place and you got to own it. Okay. You got to be really good at one platform. You don't need to be good at all of them. I always recommend building one at a time, but you've got to rock your stories. Okay. That is just like a non-negotiable. Look at my other YouTube channels or other YouTube videos. There's too many to point to right now. Go browse my channel and you're going to see I have lots of stuff on stories. Okay. Get to know your people. You know, I friend requested every single person that joined my group when I started on social media. I had 250 friends on Facebook, no Instagram account in the fall of 2017. Since then, I've grown my social media following, email list, all that to over 100,000 in 2.5 years because I got to know my people. I built that core group of followers, that core audience that told me what the market needed, right? What did my followers need? What were their pain points? How could I offer a solution? Okay. Nurture people in a Facebook group is my last tip. Nurture people in a Facebook group because you've got to have a place for your tribe. You've got to have a place for your community. And if you can lead a really solid Facebook group, then you are going to be well on your way to getting that community going, but also to establish yourself as an authority figure. Okay. You're an influencer. I give you permission now to influence other people. If you post something like you just love it, you love this dress, you got it, wherever. I actually got it at Marshall's, but let's say you got it at your favorite boutique store and you're like, I'm loving this. Somebody clicks on it and buys it or even views it, you're an influencer. Okay, you influence kids every single day. You're an influencer. You need to shift your mindset and people will start to trust you more. They're going to spend more time on your page. They're going to be down for your products when you do mention them because it's going to be so genuine. It's going to be something that you're loving versus something that you're selling. Okay. All right. So I'm hoping that you love this. I'm guessing that you did. So go ahead and take a screenshot of yourself watching this or listening, throw it in your stories on Instagram. You can hashtag or you can tag me at the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL, and I'll shout you out in my stories as well. If you're watching online, click the bell to get notified of my next video. Make sure you subscribe. If you're listening to the podcast, so appreciate you. And until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. Bye-bye.